Hello everybody, and happy Homebrew Wednesday to you on a Friday yet again, but it is what it is. Just a quick one this week. I think a few things to tell you about, quick catch up, but first of all, tonight's beer is an American style IPA. It's not a homebrew, it's McKellar American style IPA, and it is American style. It's really bitter, very hoppy. Probably a little bit too hoppy for bitter, not hoppy. A little bit too bitter for my palate, but it'll go down. Right, so what we've been doing, we've bottled the Wilco's wheat beer and the Wilco's IPA. I don't know if I just lift it up and show you over there. You can see there's two batches all bottled up and done. So they're just conditioning. They're being bottled near on a week now, so we'll give them a taste test sometime next week, and then probably stick most of them away and let them condition for a month or two. And speaking on beers and home brews and what have you, there I've just bottled, and my next two brews are going to be these two here where I've been and bought. We've got a Mosaic IPA, all grain, and we've got a Root Citrus 6 American wheat, and it says it should come out 5.4% ABV, 23 litres, thirst quenching, refreshing American style wheat beer. And what's it say on this one? 5.5 ABV, 23 litres. If you are a powerful IPA, then this one's for you. Do you need to see inside? Not really, but I'll just give you a quick show of this one. They're from the Crafty Brews, and they're from Brew UK. And like I said, they're all grain. This is a Mosaic one I've just shown you. You get 2 bags of your grains, and you get, I've got 2 hops. We've got Cascade and Mosaic, and they've sent it's a US-05 yeast. So they're going to be my next 2 all grain brews that I'm going to do. And I've just finished now, Thursday morning, just finished a stretch of, how many have I done? 3, 6, 7, just done 8, 12 hours on trot. So I'm behind on videos and commenting and replying to people. So if you've commented on one of my videos and I've not answered you, I'm sorry. It's just work. So I've just done 8 on trot. Finished Thursday morning. Probably upload this Friday. So I'm looking at possibly Sunday or Monday. I'm hoping to do a brew. One of these. I might do the Root Citrus 6 first. We'll see, because I've got a Wilco's wheat beer there. If I do this one, if that's any good, I'm going to send a few out. So I'm thinking if that's all like the Wilco's one, I can send 2 wheat beers, and people can do a side by side or whatever, an all grain against a kit, see what they think. I don't know, we'll see. It might be pants. I might not send any of them out, we'll see. So that's me brewing. Just bottled them. I've got these two to do. And that's it with brewing front at minute. But I got up, what day was it? Was it Wednesday? Tuesday or Wednesday. Got up off nights and I had a parcel delivered. Just one beer, but that's fine. And labels dropped off, but I've got it here. And there's a few of you got them. I've seen them on Facebook and what have you. And it was Crew Wolf sent me a sweet stout, and he's tried, from what I gather, he's tried to recreate After Eight Mint sort of tasting stout. He reckons it's more a bit of a chocolate chip ice cream, sort of chocolate chip, mint chocolate chip ice cream. He thinks it's more akin to, but looking forward to trying that. It's been in fridge the last couple of days, but I'll give it a good week and then at some point you'll see it. So that's a beer mail I've just had sent, and I will send something back to you at some point, mate. And that's really it on brewing front. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I'll be ordering some more all grain stuff maybe next week, week after. There's no real rush because I've got these two to do. What else? What else? There's some other things I need to talk about, and I can never remember. Build it videos. I just want to thank everybody. I'm getting a real good response to them. I know you said my channel's more brewing and what have you, and I mentioned about doing odd DIY, build it, whatever I'm doing, just pottering about sort of stuff, and people are quite, oh yeah, we'll watch that. And I've only done 2, but the comments and the feedback I'm getting, really, really good. So I'm going to extend that, and I'm going to carry on with a few more. I've got loads of little jobs, projects, things I want to do, things for in here that could come under that. So whatever you want to see them, I'll carry on making them. And that's really it. There's just one last thing I want to touch on, and that's me Yorkshire Flag. Now, you may remember January, very early January, I did a video. I think it was early January anyway. Did a video and I held up one of these, a Yorkshire flag, and idea behind it was send it out to somebody and he signs it with whatever he wants to sign it, you know, hello, my name's whatever, or just the YouTube name and a quick scribble, and then he'll send it on to somebody else. They'll put a signature on it, send it on to somebody else, and you get the picture. And I said in January, I says my birthday is June 5th and I'd like to have it back by June 5th, and I'm going to pin it up in here. And I really thought that everybody were on board, all comments are going, yeah, great idea, all this. And I sent it out to Steve Molson. He did a quick, one of his own Brew Wednesdays. I got the flag, signed it, I'm sending it on. He then sent it on to Ian Carroll. And he got it, did a video, showed it. I think he had it in his kitchen, hung up. I'm not sure whether he'd signed it at that point or he was gonna sign it and then he was gonna send it on. And I waited and I waited and I'm expecting somebody else to pop it up, and I've never heard anything since. And we're now coming up to June, and I messaged Ian and asked him who he'd sent it on to, and the thing is, he never did. He didn't send it on, and he's still got it. And I have spoke to him. We had a phone call, and he was very apologetic, and it's not a problem at all. He fell ill, and quite a few of you will know he's been fairly poorly, and it was last thing on his mind. And I'm not bothered one bit, mate. Been poorly, and it just got put back at to-do list, and then I don't know whether they just forgot about it as well. Anyway, it never got posted on, so that's that. It's done. It never got posted on. So when I messaged him 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago or something, he said, very apologetic and all that, which, fair enough. He was going to send it on. He said, I'll send it on. I said, no. I said, send it back to me. And I've come up with another idea. We're going to have a version 2. So what I said was, send it back to me, and we'll start again. If everybody's on board still, we're going to start again. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have 2 flags. I'm going to have this one here, and the one that he sends back to me when I get it. Like I say, it's not come back yet, and it's been a week and a half, and he said he was going to send it last week, so it should be here shortly. And what I'm thinking is, I'm going to send them out again, but I'm going to send 2. And I'd like you, if you're willing, to sign both of them. Same signature, whatever you write on one, write exactly the same on other. And what I'm thinking is, when I eventually get them back, and I've got 2 flags with all BrewTube and what have you, members and all YouTube, brewers, whoever we've got on it, signed, I'm going to keep one for my bar, and I'm thinking I'll run a competition, and the other one I'll put up as a prize for whoever. I'll come up with some sort of competition outline, but I just thought, you're going out at way to sign it, so if we do 2, somebody else can have one with everybody's signature on and what have you. The only thing I'm going to do different this time, rather than me send them out and then you send them on and I don't know where they're going, I'll send them out to a certain person, he signs them, and then he sends them back to me, and then I'll send them off again to somebody else. And it will take a little bit longer, but we're in no rush. None of us are going anywhere. And I think if it takes 6 months or 8 months, it don't really matter, does it? And when they're full, I'm not putting a time limit on it, it's just when they're full. When the flags are full, or I think there's enough signatures on, I'll set a competition and put one of these flags up as a prize, like I've just said. So if you think, yeah, I'm up for that, leave me a comment that you're willing to sign it, and then at some point over the next month or so, I'll message you either through YouTube, or if you're on BrewTube on Facebook. Either way, I'll message you, get your address, your details and what have you, and I'll just make a list of people that's commented on this video, and at some point I'll send it off to you, and we'll see where we go from that. And I think the only, now I could be wrong here, but what I'm thinking is the only people that I don't want to send it back to me would be if I send it over to Big Banana Brewing in Ireland. It's daft to send it all the way back to me for me to send it out to Frank. So if you're up for it and you're willing, I'll send it out to Big Banana. You can sign it. Send it on to Frank. Get Frank to sign it. And I'm not 100% sure, but isn't Jake of Jake's Craft Brewing, maybe send it on to him and then send it back to me after you three have signed it. And if I've missed anybody out that's over there that want to sign it, message me and I'll sort something out with Frank or with Big Banana, and I'm sure they'll sort it out. So get in touch, let me know what you think, if you think that's a good idea, and we'll do all that. So, but until I get my original one back from Ian, we can't set this ball in motion. I'll give it another week and a half. If I've not got my flag back, I'll just go get another. They're on it cheap. I'll get another and we'll send two fresh out. And what I'll do, I'll write my address and I'll pin it to the back of both flags. And then whoever gets it has got my address. And then you just sign it, send it back. So let me know what you think. If that's a good idea, we'll run with that. And I think that's it. So until next time, cheers everybody, and I'll catch you later.